Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Tres Jolie channel, or my channel. This is the video that's going to go along with the layout I did for Ray's challenge that she did for National Scrapbooking Day, which was a masculine layout with stenciling, chipboard, and a bonus feature of flowers, which I understand the bonus. Sometimes it gets a little tricky working flowers in on masculine layouts. I am using pieces I have from the May scrapbooking kit. And these are the flowers that came with the kit. Well, I've used it I've broke into the kit already for a few projects, but so that's what I have of it. And then I pulled out some packs, like a couple of them. I think these two have already been opened, but some flowers from my stash. And all of these at some point in time came in some kit or other from Tres Jolie. Anyhow, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to work on a masculine layout with flowers and stenciling and chipboard. And I have this stencil that it's from my stash, and I had got it from a rack before I was design team. So, and I think I'm going to work in this one. I have an idea forming in my head. And I'm hoping I can get it to work out how I want, or how I'm picturing it. And this might work. Look, this kind of has flowers. This page here has flowers as already part of the design. So let's see if I can work out. First things first, trim off this and coat it in some clear gesso. Okay, I have this paper. I had tore part of it for a different layout, but I have this paper, and I kind of want to make a strip along this edge so it kind of look like that. So I'm just going to cut about 2 inches wide is all. Just this darker part here. Let me make sure. And I'm just going to kind of make it like this. Just to darken this edge up a little bit. It's going with what I have. I have formulating here, but anyhow, so I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm just going to use some PVA glue. There. This kind of went crooked by the time I got up here, so I just trimmed off. It's basically, I just shaved off just a hair, just to keep that edge straight. And I'm going to real quick add some gesso. Alright, there's that. My next layer is going to be... I pulled out a couple other stencils that are in my stash, and I'm trying to really work out exactly how I want this. The dark espresso, and this is the Distress Oxide. So I'm just gonna stencil it on. Okay, because I'm going to be putting more mediums on top of this, I'm going to give it a spray of this workable fixative to seal my ink in place so it won't reactivate and bleed where I don't want it to as I add more layers. Okay, I'm back. And I'm still trying to decide what I want. And I think for this part, I'm going to use this stencil. I like the lines on it. And I'm actually going to try to line it up at the seam in some areas so that it looks more like it was all part of a plan. And I am going to use, let me see here. I think I'm going to use a straight up black ink. I'm going to use this jet black Stays On from my stash. I'm going to let this dry, clean up my stencil, and try to clean up my sponge, and see where I'm going to go from here. Alright, I let that ink dry, and now my next layer is going to be some tissue tape. It's old. It's old. It's the nostalgic Tim Holtz. Or I actually haven't quite came out with what figured out what I'm doing. Some of this film strip ribbon from Tim Holtz. This one's from my stash, but I'm almost entirely certain that it also came in a Tres Jolie kit before, and I think I put that one away. It's like, and I don't remember where I put it away at, but this one's from my stash. It's bugging me that I can't remember where I put my extras at. I have like a drawer of duplicates someplace. So I'm just going to start placing this in places, or putting this in places. Although, like I said, it's old, so I think it's gonna need a little help. I'm going to move on to some more stenciling, but with a paste. And I think I'm going to have to mix up a paste how I want it. And I will. Okay. Probably be a couple of pastes and a couple of different stencils. The first stencil actually is going to be off of this stencil that I showed earlier, except it's not going to be these chevron zigzags. It's going to be these splatters, strategically placed. That's the idea. In a lighter texture paste, a light colored texture paste. I'm gonna do it in. Let me think here. I think I'm going to have to do it kind of in a cream color, but I also kind of want to, I have this golden glaze paint, there we go, that came in the May mixed media kit. And I have some, not that, I have a bottle of, it's a semi-transparent, it's magic powder from 13 Arts. I got it in the June 2018 mixed media kit. So I think I'll use some of that. It'll thicken it up for me. And some of this 13 Arts acrylic modeling paste. I think I'm not going to use a lot of this, just barely enough to tint. We'll see what I can come up with. I'll just use this. It's easy to throw away. We'll see what I can do here. Actually, I think I'm going to edit it. I have this. I used it on I think I used it on my sample bingo challenge layout. So this is just some heavy gel and some Lindy's Game Bratwurst Brown that I had mixed together, and I had a little bit left. And I'm going to use it too. Good to work with there. If you can try to for some reason today my autofocus just doesn't want to auto focus. Maybe down here. There we go. I guess we'll work with that there. You can see that consistency there a little bit. It doesn't fall off easy. So I'm going to bring this over here. And I'm just going to pick some splatters and spread it out. Alright, this is, well, it's it's mostly dry. I can touch it. Well, maybe not touch it hard. But I think I can work on my next part. And that is another stencil. And I'm going to see how I can, I want to recreate. I'm going to try to recreate or make a darker version of this. And I have a little bit of mix here, which is some super heavy gel and some of the Caribbean teal paint that came in this month's mixed media kit. But I also think I need to add a little brown to it. So we're just going to go like that. And I'm going to basically repeat the same process that I did for the splatter, but I need to add a little bit of brown to it, I think. Okay, I've let it dry some, and I'm gonna still kind of try to work gently with it. I backed my photo with some sticky foam. It gives it a little bit of lift and a little bit of more support. And I'm just going to kind of tear out this darker section. These are actually made out of something that has disappeared from our world. It was the Tim Holtz Grungeboard. This had the Harlequin pattern on it, and they were the squares. So that tells you how long I've been a hoarder. And I just grabbed up a pair of scissors and cut the squares in half and cut out the smaller triangles to make chevrons, and then coated them in some of the black gesso that came in this month's mixed media kit. And I have my chevrons. There are flowers on here on the print. I have flowers from this month's kit. And I have, where are they? I have some browns over here as well. And I think I'm going to use one of these older packs of mine. See how I can get things going here. Alright, while these are setting up real quick, I'll go over the flowers I ended up choosing. Were 49 a Market Blossom Blends in linen. There, Blossom Blends in linen. And I've had them. Look, I've had them since November of 2018. So, the flowers got used. And I just have the little, I don't know, bamboo, supposed to be bamboo, tied together, piece left. I think it was just too bulky for this layout. I tried, and I just didn't like the way it was sitting, so I took it off. And now, kind of have like the big parts in place. Now it's just a matter of maybe a few little details more. Alright, I think I have my last two pieces picked out. This, some more of my older Tim Holtz items. I'm going to pop out Adventure, and I'm putting it down over here. It's actually still pretty sticky, but it has a lot of mediums and it's uneven, so I'm just going to add a bit extra. just to make sure. Just like so. And this little chipboard tab that was from the scrapbooking kit this month is going to get added on right over here. And this is my layout I did for Ray's challenge for National Scrapbooking Day. I mean, right now, by the time you're watching this, it's over. The weekend's gone. Hopefully not too far gone. I'm hoping to get the editing done and get this up, but I'll share the picture, the finished picture of it, as soon as I'm done here. So, in addition to, I hope you had a great National Scrapbooking Day, and I hope that using items from this month's kit, well, papers, and the colors from the papers, and mediums from the mixed media kit, I hope it gave you some ideas of things that you can do. And I'll see you later this month with more projects.